Dr. Nachman Shai is a member of Knesset for the opposition Zionist Union Party. He joins me now from our Tel Aviv studio. Dr. Shai, thank you very much for coming in today.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. A Channel 10 poll last night put the Zionist Union on a mere 13 seats. This is pretty devastating news for you, is it not?
Yes, it is, but the other channel, we watched Channel 2 last night, when there we had 17. But both are very disappointing, and we have to take note of it and figure out what went wrong in the past year. Why did we lose at least 1/3 of the public support? And what do we have to do in order to improve our political position towards the next year and the years after, until the new elections will come sooner or later?
Well, one option on the table at the moment is joining a national unity government, but talk of joining the government is arousing stiff opposition inside the Labour Party. What is the Prime Minister going to have to offer to seal the deal?
I have to be very honest with you. At this stage, none of us, except maybe Herzog himself and maybe one or two of our party members, but I don't know who exactly, are involved in the negotiation. I think he's been doing that mainly on his own, okay, with some support. So he doesn't share the information with us, and I truly don't know at this stage. And actually, I should tell you, I don't want to know. I want to get the outcome. I want to know as soon as possible, and I emphasize, as soon as possible, what does the Prime Minister offers and what does Herzog is ready to accept. And from there, we'll go on. I don't want to deal with all the preparations and whatever going around. What we have to see soon in the public, in the party conference that will be convened soon, maybe next week, is where are we standing and what's the final offer. And that's what we have to judge at this stage.
So despite the opposition, everything has a price, and there's a chance that the Zionist Union could still enter, despite, at the moment, polls showing a majority of your members saying they're not interested.
I have to tell you that the idea of getting into the government and becoming coalition members has been very controversial within the party. And many of our supporters from the party itself and from the general public are strongly opposing that option. Herzog decided to go forward. I respect him as a chairman of the party. He has he has the authority to go forward. But I would like to tell you, if it ends with nothing or with almost nothing, that may be a disaster to us, and we all have to be ready for that.
Well, should Herzog attempt to bring Labour into the government against the will of most party members, is there a chance the Labour Party could split again on the question of joining a Netanyahu government?
I think that option doesn't stand. None of us will do anything to break the party again, as it was done a few years earlier with the Independence Party when Barak served as a defense minister. This option is not on the table. We will continue to argue, and some people say to fight between ourselves, something I don't like very much, but that's part of democratic life. I don't expect, not even between the Labour itself, but not even between the Labour and Hatnuah, which both formed the Machaneh HaTzioni, the Zionist Union. I think that would not happen. We'll have to reach a final decision and a final conclusion by all of us, and the minority will have to respect the majority.
Well, whether or not the Zionist Union agrees to go into government in the end, are Isaac Herzog's days as Labour Party leader numbered?
I beg your pardon?
Are Isaac Herzog's days as the Labour Party leader numbered? He has been coming under considerable pressure over a range of issues.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, there are ups and downs in any politician's life. Now is not maybe the best time for him, but it can dramatically change. Depends very much what he's going to get or to do in the next stage. It's not over. And politics is the world of many unknown options, and no one knows. Of course, there are challengers within the party. You know some of them. Some candidates can come from outside, out of the party. It's all open. But I wouldn't say is finished, as we used to say. He's still the chairman, and he has still many options how to survive the present crisis.
A final question, Dr. Shai. Labour is clearly going to struggle to replace the Likud in the next elections.
No doubt.
Is joining the government at the moment your only hope of achieving any meaningful change in Israel at all?
It's a very good question. No one can give you the answer. Those who are against...
I was hoping you might.
Okay, no, those who are against will say no. Those who are for will say yes. All options like that were on the table in the past. Sometimes we came to... Then don't forget that Labour hasn't been in power as prime minister since 1999. It's been almost 17 years since then. So we've been partners in certain coalition and then went back to opposition. We would like very much to get the leading role. I don't know. It all depends on the outcome of the negotiation, and also the implementation of this outcome. It's not just what the Prime Minister is going to say or Herzog is going to say soon. Whether both of them are able to implement this agreement, whatever it is, and that may help Labour to come back to a position to replace the Likud in the future.
Dr. Shai, thank you very much for speaking to us today.
You're most welcome.